It's been a while since I made a new video. You know why? Because I don't care. And you also don't care. 2 views per video. You should be ashamed. Hi guys, today is something very interesting. It's been a while since I made a new video, but nevertheless I had something else smarter and more important to do. And now we're just going to jump in what happened lately. So you know that I said that you have to invest, and you have to invest into different kinds of things, into real estate, into stock, into bonds, and so on. And you know what happened? War. And war is something that you cannot anticipate, that you cannot predict. It is something that has a large economic effect on the markets, on real estate, on whatever. So wherever you have put your money, war is something that will fuck you up. And now I'm going to tell you, and we are going to talk a little bit today about, am I cursed? Why do I think I'm cursed? Because whenever I start to invest money somewhere or put money somewhere, something like this, something completely irrational, not logical happens, and then I start to lose money. And then people say, haha, look at him, I told you so, yeah, that's why I'm buying, I don't know, I'm not investing, or I'm buying houses in, I don't know, Croatia and not in Dubai. Look what's happening in Dubai now. And we will go through this. So what happened? And guys, you will tell me at the end, am I cursed or not? So what happened? The first thing is, okay, if you want to invest in stocks, what happened? If you want to invest in stocks, the only reasonable stock market that makes sense for you to invest in is, of course, the American exchange, stock market, and so on. It is the biggest, the most liquid, and so on. And then I said you have to invest in S&P 500, into the 500 biggest industries and companies in America. And then what happened? The moment that war, this is the war, broke up, S&P 500, it went down. It went down quite a bit, 10-ish%, maybe 5-ish, 7-ish%. So you get the point. One single event like this can make a huge impact on your score, on your long-term vision, your goals, and you have been putting money day after day, and then something like that happened, like Trump or something like that, and then the market goes down, it collapses. But I'm not here to talk about geopolitics, and I will not talk about the war and about the Trump and so on. I'm just going to try to convey the message, what is the effect of this war on the economics, on my and on yours money. And you can see here, it's not the problem of the war, it's the problem of the energy crisis. So energy crisis, everything will go up because the 20% of global oil and gas is produced in the Middle East. If the Strait of Hormuz is closed and you cannot export anything from there, what happens? Obviously, the energy, so the value, let's say 20%, 20% of global energy goes through there. And if you restrain this 20% from the markets, what happened? The prices of oil, the prices of gas, it goes up. What happens? The cost of industry goes up, meaning the products that we buy on everyday basis, they go up. So that's the ultimate effect. And they will not go up 20%. They will go up 50, 60% and so on. That's why they are saying buy plane tickets now while they still have some oil reserves, the cheap ones and so on. That's why you have to be careful about this war. And it will take time, maybe a year, maybe two, after the war ends to, let's say, level up and to drop the prices down. Let's say to go back to where we were at the beginning. Then we have the real estate market. And you know that I have told you that I'm investing hardly in Dubai. And you know that this war somehow included all of the countries in the Gulf region, meaning also that it hit Dubai, but economically, but this war has an effect also on the real estate market, bringing the prices down. Because sometimes you want the price to go up, like in real estate, and sometimes you want prices of production to go down so that we encourage this consumerism that people buy, and then the prices and values of company they go up. So if the real estate of Dubai went down, and of course when I start to invest somewhere into real estate, I start in Dubai thinking, okay, it's the safest place, it's the, I don't know, it has the most profound vision of future city, what a city should look like. So it's safe, it's rich, everybody's there, and everybody's supposed to know how Dubai is safe and it's the place to go. And now I will show you the price of the real estate market in Dubai. So let me show you this. So this is the graph of the real estate index in Dubai. And you can see here that it is around, I don't know, 12,000, 13,000, somewhere in October 2025. It went up straight to the 16,000 and now it plummeted in March when this shit happened, the war, from 16,000 to almost 11,000. Okay? So guys, now you have seen what is effect of a war on an economic, on a real estate market. And you can never be sure because you're investing and it happens overnight. That's why the war is very, very bad. Because if it is an event, when it happens, it has a huge and a strong effect immediately on the markets. So it can push down the markets like real estate 30% down overnight. And all the money that you have been putting inside, they are 30% less value. Your real estate is 30% less value if you want to sell them now. Okay, so I put in stocks, I lost money. I put in real estate, I lost money. Next, crypto. In regular times, crypto is highly volatile. What do you think when this kind of shit happens, like a war? What is the effect on crypto? Because the crypto is the newest type of asset and so on, and it's the most riskier, meaning that when something globally like war happens, the people tend to take money out and pull money out immediately from the highest risk asset classes like crypto. So crypto went down. So wherever I put my money in all of these asset classes, I have made a mistake and I have lost my money. And now people will tell me, okay, that's why This is the reason why you shouldn't invest. Do you think that's true, guys? Do you agree with that? Because let's talk about something. Let's talk about stocks. The first one. If you are not investing into America or US stock market, where are you putting your money? What is the alternative? European stock market, London Exchange, Shanghai Exchange, China. What's the next best thing? If you're not putting your money into dollars and invest into dollars, dollar-based economies, what's the second best thing? What's the second best thing to swap? The dollar. We don't have the alternative. So stocks, no alternative. At least no meaningful alternative. Meaning, if dollar goes down, if dollar disappears overnight, then we're all fucked in many, many, many ways. Then it's the end of the time. Why? Because America, they will defend their dollar till the end. And that's it. Because they have the army, they have the means, and so on, and they will not let the dollar vanish and disappears. But if dollar vanishes somehow, magically, what's the next best thing? What? Euro. So think, guys. So there is no alternative. Next thing, real estate. It, after this huge plummet to the levels of 10,000, you have seen that it had begun to relax and renew or recuperate, I will say. So the prices of the real estate in Dubai, they slightly went up. Okay, we will see how the war will go, but you know what's the biggest thing in real estate? Even if you pull Dubai and push everything to the ground and destroy Dubai, you know what will happen? They will bring it up again, stronger, more powerful, more beautiful, and so on. And the real estate will go even more to the moon. Why? You know why? Because of the mentality of the people who live there. You understand? Because people who live there, they want to build such things. And they want to build it fast in their lifetime. And they're thinking about the people and to become the safest and the most beautiful place to live on earth. Because of that mentality of the people who are in charge of the UAE and Dubai, okay, this is a small bump in the road, but they will get back up. So I'm not so scared. So what's the alternative to Dubai? Dubai is the safest, most beautiful, most futuristic place on earth. Okay, you have maybe Singapore or something like that, but where? France. No, crypto. As I said, crypto in normal time is very volatile, but it's a technology. It's a technology, and no one still have successfully manipulated the crypto or hacked crypto or this kind of blockchain technology, and it will not go down because millions and millions are already poured in. There are millions of people already in. There are thousands of rich, very rich people putting their money into crypto. So, and my belief is it's not going anywhere. So guys, it's only a small bump in a road before we go to the moon. And if you're not ready to play this game, if you're not strong enough to withstand this kind of behavior in the markets, maybe even go lower, then you're not for this game. Not for this game. And when they ask me what you will do if the markets go even more down, for crypto, it's very easy. You buy more for a discount price. You will have a discount price. You will buy crypto that's worth somewhere around half of million, 1 million per Bitcoin, you will buy it for 20,000 bucks. It's very, very cheap. You will buy real estate for 30% discount. Maybe and you will buy it for this price for, let's say, 2 or 3 or 4 or half of a year. And after that, the prices will go even more up. So buy when it's low, sell when it's high. Stocks, you don't have an alternative. What's the alternative? So S&P 500, it withstand the First World War, Second World War. What is the next best thing? When you show it to me, when you show me that it's steady, reliable, and it's here to stay for long term, for tens or hundreds of years, then maybe we'll talk. But today, still, there is no meaningful alternative. And the dollar for with everything that we see is not going away soon. They will fight for it till the last breath. So guys, do you think that I'm cursed? Or do you think that today, and with everything that's happening in the world, it's a good time to buy? Cheap. Bye.